Come on. How do I get it on screen? There we go. Raider Nation. I have 3 letters for you. WTF. What the F happened? I saw this story that Jon Gruden went to the Chiefs camp. Jon Gruden put on Chiefs colors and started helping the team out. Y2 banana, spider, Y2 banana. F Rod Z. Man, come on, man. And as a Raider fan, not a Gruden fan really, but as a Raider fan, it pissed a lot of people off. We don't ever want to see a legacy, a Raider legend in Chiefs gear. This brought back a lot of memories for me, and not good ones. Marcus Allen to the Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs to the playoffs. Tim Brown to the Buccaneers. Scoring his 100th touchdown versus the Raiders. Jon Gruden to the Buccaneers. Bill Callahan sabotage. This pissed a lot of people off. Then a lot of people say, why? It shouldn't. He's a free agent. He was done bad by the NFL. Now he's consulting other teams. Well, okay. He helped out with the New Orleans Saints last year. Helped out Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints. Maybe got paid for it. I don't know. While the lawsuit was going on. Now the lawsuit is in arbitration versus the NFL. But he's going to put in a counter attempt to try to take it to the Supreme Court because they don't want the NFL arbitrating the lawsuit. And he's going out and doing press conferences and meeting with teams and probably earning a little bit of income. So now he met with the Chiefs. Well, some Raider fans would say, why would he do that? Why would he disrespect the Raiders? Why did he piss us all off? How dare you, Jon Gruden? And I kind of agree, because that's the Raider in us. We don't want to ever see a Raider legend or legacy in another team's colors and representing their team. But looking at it from the analytical side, let's talk about it. Was it bad or good, and is Gruden a bitch? I'm going to give you my final answer at the end of this segment. Gruden and Andy Reid are good friends. They have been for years. They grew up in the same tree. They coached on the same team together. I think it was with the Eagles or the Green Bay Packers or whatever it was. So they know each other. They're helping each other out. And they got a good rivalry. You got to remember, Jon Gruden, when we beat the Chiefs a few years back, we took the bus around the stadium and let Andy Reid know we whooped your damn ass. Then they came back into our stadium, but Gruden wasn't on the team. Unfortunately, it was McDaniels. But they did the ring around the Posey. So they got a rivalry. And I still respect that. Can they shut down their rivalry to become friends in training camp and help each other teams out? Yeah, they can, because apparently they did. But Andy Reid is the enemy. Jon Gruden, you had to have thought how this might have looked for Raider Nation, for some of the people that were on the fence with you. Or did you not care? That's not how you roll, baby. Spider Y2 banana. I love the NFL. I'm from the FFCA, the Fired Football Coaches of America. and I need some money. I got lawsuits. I need some money. Didn't Mark Davis pay you enough? Didn't he buy you out? I don't know. But why are you going to the Saints and helping them out? Why are you going to the Chiefs helping them out? Why ain't you coming to the Raiders and helping us out? I'm sure Mark Davis will give you $50,000 to come down for a day or two and hype up the team. And I'm hoping that happens. That could still happen. But why aren't you coming to the Raiders and helping us out? I mean, some would say, oh, the NFL doesn't allow you to have a job again or do that. Well, you're able to do it with the Saints. You're able to do it with the Chiefs. You know how much mentorship you could do with Antonio Pierce and this team? Max Crosby still talks about you on his show. Go on Max Crosby's podcast. But no, instead you're going to Chiefs practice. Did you and Mark Davis have a falling out? Are you upset at Mark Davis in some sort of way? Why aren't the Raiders hiring you to do this? Are you allowed to have a job in the NFL again? Clearly the NFL is allowing you to do this. Why can't the Raiders hire you again? Do you not want to take a role that's demoted, that's smaller, like an offensive assistant for this year or next year? Maybe come back to the Raiders in 2 years? But again, it feels like either the Raiders don't want you right now or you don't want the Raiders. Again, I'm a conspiracy-minded person. What the fuck's going on? What the heck's going on? Please, Gruden. I'm not even a big fan of yours. But Raider Nation loves you. You were building a winning team until the NFL did what they did. You were getting better. Come to the Raiders. Let's end this stuff. Come, bring some of that passion. Bring some of that knowledge that you learned from Andy Reid at practice. Tell us some of their plays. Please do that, Gruden. If you're a real Raider, you'll do it for us. You're that sneaky, sneaky double agent. Come on! Do it! Hopefully you're talking to Mark Davis behind the shadows, behind the scenes, hooking us up with the plays or what you saw in camp. That would earn you a lot of respect in my book, Gruden. And I want that to be the truth. I hope that's happening. I hope it is. And if it is happening, that would prove the Super Bowl sabotage between you and Bill Callahan. If that's actually happening, if you are feeding secrets to the Raiders from the Chiefs, or vice versa, whatever, that would just prove that you and Bill Callahan had some sort of sabotage. Who held the playbook in the Super Bowl? That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Jon Gruden is a free agent. He's going to go where he wants to go because he loves money. He loves money, or his wife loves money, as he likes to say. My wife always needs to buy something. So he's going to go where the green dollar shows. But publicly speaking, Gruden is a bitch from my perspective. I'll leave it at that. Detroit fan man. So a blind man walked into Chiefs camp when Gruden was wearing those rival threads. He took a deep breath and said, "Woo! Good morning, ladies." Thanks, Afro Man. I don't know what that meant, Detroit fan. But hey, I'm all on board the conspiracy that he's getting secrets for the Raiders. But I don't know if the Raiders and Mark Davis and them had a falling out, or he's mad about the way Mark Davis, followed what the league told him and fired him. Like, something else there, guys. Something else to interesting to think about. Why is Gruden at every camp but the Raiders? Leave it at that. All right, guys, let's bring in the next topic. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I told you the show has to be done this way. All right, for the Detroit Lions fan, let's get into this topic.